Hey guys, this is probably one of my favorite videos that I do every single year, and that's putting out my predictions for the real estate market here in San Diego for 2025. Here we go. All right, guys, the first thing I want to talk about is this topic, or at least this headline that we keep seeing, and that is that we're seeing a mass exit out of California, and that could impact pricing this year. I just feel like that is so far from the truth, at least especially for us here in San Diego. I have some interesting data here. If you look at this chart, you'll see that we actually have a growing population, which is 25 plus years we've seen our growing population in San Diego, but we have a massive amount of people moving from Northern California to San Diego. And this has been pretty consistent what we're feeling in our market, I would say for the last 5 years, especially since the COVID crisis. And we've seen a lot of people from the Bay Area and even more from LA moving into San Diego. And that's really been one of the big driving factors. And I think that's going to continue in 2025. To piggyback on that, Zillow is also seeing that. Look at this chart here. We're seeing that Zillow is putting us as the 19th hottest market of 2025, mainly for the reason being is we have a lot of demand and we don't have inventory. So I think we're going to continue to see that drive our market this year. So what are all the analysts saying about the San Diego market, or putting out about the San Diego market for 2025? I went around and followed kind of all my favorite analysts and kind of tried to see what they were projecting, and then kind of put together a list for you guys of what I'm seeing, but also what I believe is going to unfold. And I'm putting out this video, 30 days into the year, because I wanted to get a sense of the market, kind of boots on the ground sense of what do I think buyer confidence is going to be like? What do I think sellers' needs are going to be like? And I'm pretty confident in the numbers that I'm going to put out here. So first and foremost, when I'm looking at everybody's predictions, nobody is going above and beyond and thinking that we're going to see another big run for appreciation across San Diego County or across the nation even. And we have a majority of analysts putting out a prediction of somewhere around 3 to 4% nationwide. I'm a little more bullish on the San Diego market, just because we do typically outpace appreciation from some of the Midwest cities. We're almost about double from some of the Midwest cities. So I'm pretty bullish on what we're going to see this year. However, I don't think it's going to be another one of those crazy years where we see 10+% appreciation. I'm actually putting out a prediction of about 5.5%, and I feel confident with that. So guys, what do I think is going to happen with mortgage rates this year? Well, after doing some research and trying to figure out what we think is going to happen with, inflation, with the Fed, of course, how is that going to impact our bond market, right? Until we'll start seeing some adjustment in mortgage rates. And I got to say, I was a little more bullish on rates coming down sooner than I am today. I know that interest rates will continue to come down this year. It's just, are they going to come down at a rate that is going to impact our market? Probably not. The Fed has already come out and paused. Probably see them come out the next meeting and do a slight adjustment if we see some inflation numbers or unemployment numbers that they want to see. However, most analysts out there do believe interest rates are going to come down this year. Most of them are saying we should start seeing them come down in February and March. However, definitely by mid-year, we should see rates into the mid to low sixes. And I think by the end of the year, we'll actually be seeing some rates break into the high fives. I see about 1% coming off the mortgage rate for this year, hopefully ending somewhere in the high fives. All right, guys, so to wrap it all up, here are my 2025 real estate predictions for the San Diego market. First and foremost, I believe that we will see homes appreciate somewhere around 5.5% this year. I'm really confident with that. I don't really see anything that could drastically or negatively impact our market, besides maybe inventory levels getting up a little bit higher than we were expecting and interest rates staying really high. But honestly, all signs point to a relatively healthy market this year, where we'll see, this was my next prediction, about a 25% increase in the number of homes sold. And I can say that based on the numbers that we just talked about, but also just kind of boots on the ground, feeling what the market is going to output this year and seeing that buyer confidence is back and people are being more comfortable with these higher mortgage rates, understanding that, hey, they're not going to come down relatively quick, but they will come down over time. And my last prediction is that we should see inventory increase this year to somewhere around 4 months of inventory. Some people might say, whoa, that's too much. We have been at historic lows for the last 3 years. We are well below 2015, 16, 17, 18, when we were in a relatively healthy market, right? Good appreciation every year. And we're about less than half actually the inventory that we had back then. So we need to see inventory increase to get into a healthy market where we see 4, 5, 6% appreciation, which is a healthy real estate market. So I do think inventory will almost double and we'll get into a 4 months of inventory in San Diego County. All right, guys, I love talking about this. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me, drop a comment below. And of course, if you have any questions about buying, selling, investing, or developing, please reach out to myself or somebody here on the True Local team.